So this is your debut novel. So I guess twofold. So one, what was the process for writing this book? Because I think, like, I won't go into super detail, but I loved the story. I loved learning about the three different women and their
Yeah.
journeys. But like, what made you want to write this story? And then also, like, I would imagine too, especially as a reader, being able to hold your own book in your hand too. Like,
Yeah.
what was that feeling like for you?
Oh my goodness. It's strange. Creativity is a very, very strange thing. So I came to writing very late in life. I was always a reader. I didn't come to writing until kind of like after my quarter life crisis in my mid to late 20s, which is when
Mhm.
I kind of turned to writing. And I didn't know exactly what I was going to write about, but I grew up in the DC area. I grew up in a very kind of strong and organized Eritrean community at the time when the long 30-year war for Eritrea's independence from Ethiopia was ending. And,
Mhm.
I was alive for the kind of for the war and for the end of the war, for part of the end of the kind of the last third. And the stories that I heard growing up, my parents and their friends and community members kind of had the most dramatic experiences
Mhm.
back home, and then being immigrants in America. Beautiful, dramatic, hilarious, tragic. And I think I just knew I had to capture it. It's to
Mhm.
me, the Eritrean story is the greatest story never told. This book that doesn't even capture a fraction of it. There aren't that many. That we need more Eritrean writers in the diaspora and back home. We haven't even begun to kind of touch it. But I knew that, like, there was so much material, and I felt some pressure to kind of tell a story, to tell a story. But it took me a while to figure out what it would be. I think I felt a little pressure because I'm an elder millennial, and the baby boomers, our parents, are kind of the main characters in the story, and they're getting older. They're getting
Yeah.
older, they're getting sick, we're losing them, and me and my friends have kind of always felt this urgency, this kind of tick 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 tick, that we got to hurry up and start capturing these stories.